Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. I still have same pairs like last week because they are still in the good trends. We still might to get nice opportunities there. We are on the good levels, so we will cover them. But please keep in mind that we are very close to the Christmas time, so definitely volatility will be lower. Market will slow down. This is normal. So this is also good time for you to summarize what you have done in the 2022 and prepare yourself for 2023. That's why I will release my new program, one-on-one mentorship, in the January 2023. Some of you already booked some places with me, so I'm really happy. I also get very positive feedback about this. So I'm also very happy because I prepared this to really help you to boost your trading to the next level, or even if you don't feel that you are in the right place, I can guide you exactly in the ways how you should prepare yourself, how you should study, what you should do, what exactly step you have to do to be long-term successful. Yes, because sometimes you might struggle, but if someone experienced will take a look at what you do, I can really guide you and say exactly that, for example, this is bad, this is good, this is what you shouldn't have done, etc. So this opportunity is very, very nice, I think. Of course, if you want all details, you will find below this video. There will be link. You can go to this website. You will find all details. If you are interested, just schedule a meeting with me. I just lowered the price because previously we had elite program, so the price is right now much lower. But this program will also last less and will be more intense. But you can also pay in the installments. Okay, so go to this website, look for some details. If you have any questions, like I said, just schedule a meeting with me. Here is an example of my mentoring plan for you, but it can be fully customized to your needs. So that's why you schedule first meeting. We speak, we discuss what we can do, how I can help you if you like to work with me. And then, of course, we schedule our first appointments. Okay? So let's go to Forex. First is EURCAD, and what we see, it's very, very strong trend. Some of you took those trades around these levels and you are still holding them. So well done. Very nice profit on those. On this pair. So if we go to weekly chart, we still have levels from last week, and we see that this momentum is very strong right now on the weekly. If we pay attention for trend line, we will have this line here on the weekly chart. Okay, you will see we have only 2 touches, so we can also, we can draw it. Here we have 3, but this was broken. So if we draw the line like this with the 2 touches, and if we even want to connect the spikes, it's very far away. But if we draw between body and tails, we see that it's close to this resistance level. So maybe from this level, price will bounce. But right now, it's still very strong, pushing up. Next area of the strong resistance on the weekly is here. Yes, this is the level of the weekly strong resistance zone. This previous one, which I removed, was from the daily chart, but this is also visible on the weekly. Okay, so now it's pushing up. So of course, if we have situation like this, the best way is to just wait. This was broken, so we don't need this. So wait for the retracement and still look for buy scenarios as long as it's pushing up. This is okay. Of course, you have to remember that we are very late in this trend. Okay, so we can also expect some retracements. Okay, to the daily 36 or to this trend line. If you would like to find some support zone on the daily chart, we will see that we have something around this level. Okay, so this is support. But if you pay attention, we also have 12 EMA. So if you have situation like this, that you have support together with the 12, you can use the 12 EMA. You don't have to use the support. Yes, but we have this, and we have next one around this zone. So this might be together with the 36. So we will see. For our chart right now, we see a little bit of weakness, okay, but also here we saw weakness, and price went up again. Okay, so now what we can do, of course, retracements, all kind of the retracements, and we want to go buy bigger retracements we want to go buy and buy this. If we go to 4-hour chart trend line, this is our line. This is very powerful. So also retracement to this trend line. Yes, pay attention to this. Sorry, not this. Pay attention to this, and then yes, retracements target this. So this is next target, this resistance. If we go to 1-hour chart, right now price is struggle a little bit. So if we pay attention, we have trend line here. We have resistance here. So we are right now in the wedge. So what we would like to do, wait for breakouts, look for, again, why is wrong? What is wrong with this? Long here and short here. Yes, here lower time frames only because you see that the target is limited. We have around not much, 50 pips. So basically, probably you want to take it on the lower time frames, like 5 or 15 minutes. But of course, price can easily break this and continue to the next one. The next one is 200 pips away. And another opportunity for intraday trading, scalping against main direction. Whenever price breaks this trend line here, you can start to look for very aggressive short entries. Very aggressive because no, we trade against the 4-hour chart, daily chart, and weekly chart. So the question is how price decide to retrace. Of course, better always to get at least 4-hour chart confirmation that we might to go down. So you at least trade with the 4-hour chart time frame in the retracements on the daily and weekly chart. But if you want to practice, this is the way how you can do this also on the lower time frames, because your first goal here is the 36 CMA on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. And then, of course, you have trend line support and the next levels from the higher time frames. Euro dollar. So euro dollar is still around the resistance level, as we can see here. We had opportunity to look for buy scenarios here. This was long 1 to 3, which we can take, where it was exactly our entry here. Okay, so we had this 2 to 3 line. Oh, come on. This 1 to 3 here, entry, stop loss. Okay, so this was entry which we could have taken. And where was our target? Our target is so stop loss would be like 90, 85 pips. And where is our target? Our target would be here around 270. So this is okay, but we also know that the price is, you see, on the trend line, on the resistance. So this might be also false breakout and price decide to go down. Okay, so this is also what can happen here, as you can see on the daily. So we have this weekly chart. Yes, so what like we said, yes, this might be just spike and bigger retracements or breakout and continuation. So we will see definitely weekly is still pointing down, definitely without doubt. So we can still have some continuations. The question is how far away price will go down. Now it's still, like I said, it's still struggling around this area. I have problems today to manage my tools. So let me unzoom. If we draw, we see that we are still on this very, very nice and powerful trend line here. So yeah, so this might be just the false breakout and price will, drop and go retrace to at least 36 EMA and then maybe lower. If we would like to find next area of the support is here, and the next one will be somewhere around this zone. And our trend line is here. Right now, we don't need to have this. It's too far away. So we have only levels which we have here. We can also delete this, and we have this trend line. Okay, so if you took long, this was perfectly fine. Of course, keep in mind that this long also, price already moved 700 pips. Okay, so keep in mind that if you decided to take it on the 4-hour chart, this is very late setup. Okay, so very low risk. If price won't break this, yes, will go down, then of course you wait for the retracements to this level. You still can buy this target trend line or previous stops, and of course deeper retracements to this, and we still would like to buy. If price breaks, of course, previous stop, we would like to still continue and buy on the lower time frames. This is our 4-hour chart trend line. We can also draw it from this point. So right now, if you are in this trade, it's okay. Yes, it's completely fine. Nothing wrong with this trade. Just we have to understand that this is aggressive. Okay, that's all. We also had 1 hour chart, 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, so entry and stop loss. Okay, so this was your opportunity. In this case, entry stop loss around 30 pips. So you see 2 targets would be hit on the previous stop. So this was very nice chance to log the profits fast. 4 hour chart with the 15-minute. Let's see if there was something here. Only this, yes, only this here, entry and stop loss below. And then you had this bigger and steeper setup like this, entry stop loss. So 4 hour chart with the 15-minute was also okay. Another combination which you can use here is the 1 hour chart with the 5-minute or 15-minute. This. So you have plenty of combinations. Of course, you cannot take all of them. Yes, you have to remember. You have to just make trading plan and just follow 1 or 2 setups. That's all. And we had this and this, but unfortunately in this case, sorry, here and here, this would be losing trade. Yes, price you kick you out with the spike. Yeah, so this sometimes also happens. Okay, but then you can you can do this. You can change angle of the like you can change angle, and if price breaks this line, you can try to trade again. This, and we see that we had this setup here, and this would be winning trade. Okay, because price went up later on. Yeah, so we had those opportunities. You see a lot of situations, so it's good. It's not always like this that we can use 4 hour chart with the 1 hour chart with the 5-15-minute. It's not always like that. Yes, but in this case we had, so I just showed you. So if you know that there is a trend line, you can just change the angle for this trend line, or just mark the previous stops if you like. Yes, if you are too confused, and just leave it like this, and you say, okay, if you are here from this point, it's okay. Yes, just pay attention maybe to manage this pair faster. But if you are not, still you can look for go here long and here short. Long, of course, next resistance. Short scenarios first, daily 36 EMA, and then of course the next level. So this is what we have on the euro dollar. So we have this, we have that, and GBPUSD dollar. What we see here, weekly chart on the resistance. Also, we have all the lines. It's pushing up. It's around the 36 EMA and reach this previous top. Yes, this last lower high. So this is interesting. The question is what we will have. Will we have bounce from this level and retracement, or still continuation? Okay, so if you go to 4 hour chart now, GBPUSD dollar is a little bit easier than euro dollar, but if you draw trend line, this is exactly what we would like to do, is wait for breakouts. Okay, and if price breaks this, you go to target resistance. If price breaks this, you trade to the daily 36 EMA. If we pay attention for the 1 hour chart right now, there is no point to trade this. And you also had this setup on the 4 hour chart. If you would like to continue to trade, but of course your target was here. So on the 1 hour chart, you had a little bit tricky setup here. You had this. So if you enter this, unfortunately, this would be losing trade, but you could try again. And this is, again, guys, this is what you have to will come with the experience. Because if you treat this as a normal 1, 2, 3, you place stop loss here. Okay, so you would be stopped out. But if you know that you have 4 hour chart trend line here, okay, and the price is close to this, you can always do this. You can always do this and place stop loss here, but then you have to calculate the risk reward is correct. If it's not, you can still take with the stop loss here. And if you are stopped out, yes, if you are stopped out and you know that here is the trend line and price is just retesting this trend line, you can still treat this as a long 1 to 3. Yes, you can still treat this as a long 1 to 3. In this case, entry here, stop loss below. Okay, and this was your target. So this was your option here. Lower time frames, we can quickly check, but I don't want to lose your time here. So on the 15-minute chart, we had this entry stop loss 40 pips. So one target would be hit, and then if you manage this in the right way, if you don't trail stop loss, two targets would be hit. If you manage your stop loss to break even, you would be stopped out somewhere around this zone. So right now, GBP US dollar, we wait for breakouts. Using the CAD, also pushing up still. It's very, very strong. As broke the resistance. So you see, if the trend is strong, it's just breaking, and it's very, very strong. You see, this pair was going down for almost the year, almost like 6 months, even more, 7 months, and this up move just lasts for how much? 2 months. Yeah, so it's very, very strong. This is next area of the resistance. It's next area of the resistance. Let's find another one. It's up here. Okay, so we have this daily chart. It's still pointing up. So and now it's still, every single retracement is just opportunity for buy. But this buy will be very, very late because it moves around 800 pips. So for the New Zealand CAD, it's very, very strong move. Yes. So retracements can happen definitely. We are already around the resistance, yes, to be honest. But if you want to find, like a highest point of the resistance, this will be, for me, this will be this. Okay. So retracements, if happens, of course, to the 36 CMA, we go and buy this 4-hour chart. Also here, we didn't get like a bigger retracements, but whenever price retrace the 36 to this trend line, you still look for buys. In price breaks this, you look for short scenarios and you trade for possible retracement. And this is our 1-hour chart trend line. So for like intraday traders, scalpers, whenever price breaks and stays below, you can look for very aggressive short entries and target 4-hour chart 36 CMA and this trend line. Okay, so this is what you can do right now, or short, but I prefer to just wait and look for buys buy scenarios. So we go to New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Yes, also here price went up, retraced to the 36. Yes, what we see. Now it's on the weekly chart. Yes, again, very strong move, reach previous. It's similar to the GBP US dollar because price also reached here this previous top. Next area of the resistance of the weekly chart is definitely here. So it still has room. But on the daily chart, we have this area where price is right now. This is our trend line. So there is still space for continuation. Yes, you see, this is what I said, that it's more visible. On the daily, we see that price didn't exactly reach this point. Almost, yes. Market sometimes is not perfect. We have this. Now it's we can still buy this, yes, if we like. Or after retracements, we go and buy this. And the question is it enough? Yes, and price will, do this, or price is playing around. We had just spike and will retrace. Okay, so if we look for trend line on the 4-hour chart, we can draw this. So it's very nice. So what we do, we wait for breakouts of this trend line, then we look for short scenarios because this is our 4-hour chart trend line. We trade against main direction. Or if we see momentum, again, momentum after retracements, when price starts to make new higher highs, higher lows, 1 to 3s, you can still look for lower time frame combinations to take long scenarios. Yes, like for example, you had here, this was your 4-hour chart, 1 to 3, okay, and then price made for you this 1-hour chart, long 1 to 3, okay, entry, stop loss, yes, and target previous stop. So in this case, entry stop loss around 40 pips, 70 pips. So now you can just, if you take two targets, first target was hit, now you can, it's good to put stop loss to break even. If you see that price doesn't have strength to go higher, you just close your second position and manage your bonus lot. But this is how you can trade late entries with lower time frames, also with lower time frames like 5 or 15. And gold is the last one. And what we have here, Still around the weekly resistance. We have next levels in case if price breaks this. Now, if we pay attention to this, it seems to be like a double top. So maybe we'll get this deeper retracement. The area of the support is here, and then we have this one. So retracement can happen, of course, also to the 36 CMA or our chart. Do we have trend line? Yes, we have here. Yes, so we have this line. Very nice. So basically, we wait for breakouts on gold, breakout of the resistance, breakout of the trend line with this 36 CMA, and then short scenarios here, long scenarios here. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoy my forecast. Of course, next week I will still try to prepare something, but it will be last forecast for this year. I will not prepare anything on the indices right now because they are still in the same levels like from last week. We didn't get much. So maybe something when I see during the week, I will just make small video and I will post this. Wish you all great Sunday and hear you soon. Bye.